On climate financing, where civil society organizations and stakeholders in the environment and climate change sector have been challenged to engage in capacity building initiatives for local communities to ensure they tap into available funding mechanisms and effectively implement climate resilience projects. Devolution Principal Secretary KBC Mbaika says climate financing remains a major challenge in the country, which calls for the urgent need to mobilize local resources to spearhead local climate-friendly initiatives.
According to Kenya Climate Change Working Group Chairman John Kioli, Africa requires at least $277 billion by the year 2030 to effectively respond to climate change.
It is estimated that Africa needs about $277 billion annually by 2030 to effectively respond to climate change. This is the narrative that is there. Yet commitments made remain far below this figure. As Kenya and Africa at large continue to bear the brunt of climate change, we must critically assess the outcome of COP29.
The stretched climate-related resources, particularly in Kenya, has further inhibited the effective implementation of climate-related projects. It is against this backdrop that Devolution Principal Secretary KBC Mbaika has challenged civil society organizations to delve into capacity building programs for local communities, especially in the hardest hit regions.
This requires CSOs to actively engage with global platforms, amplify the voices of affected communities, and hold developed nations accountable to their climate finance pledges. Without adequate funding, adaptation and mitigation efforts will be significantly hampered.
The PS further stressed on the need to leverage on and harness the locally available resources to fund the diverse climate-related programs in a bid to achieve recommendations of the 29th Conference of Parties COP29 in Azerbaijan. Environment and climate change enthusiasts present emphasized the need of integrating gender equality and social inclusion into climate mitigation efforts to address the adverse impacts of climate change on vulnerable groups in the society.
Empowering women unlocks a reservoir for innovation, entrepreneurship, and community resilience, while investing in youth capacity building equips the next generation with the skills, knowledge, and motivation to drive climate solutions.
They spoke during the National Civil Society Organization's post-COP29 Reflection Workshop in Nairobi.